Hello and welcome to the premiere show of Cut 2 with Virender Urf Viru and Vivek. Vivek, tell us something about yourself, man.
I have been a lover of movies for the longest of time. Movies are something that I really like, and that's why we are here for Viru. And I do advertising and branding on the other side of the spectrum.
Yes, so we used to work together in an advertising agency. That's how we know each other. And lockdown mein we couldn't travel. So Vivek called me one day and said कि अरे यार travel तो कर नहीं सकते हैं. Can we travel through films because we have this mutual passion for films. So let's do a podcast. And I was like, why not, man? I've been reviewing films, Vivek. I think 20 साल हो गया. 20 years I've been writing reviews for films and all of that. I was like early engineering days से चालू किया था. Having my twins last year, उसके बाद तो I have absolutely no time to write about films at all. तो जब विवेक called me and said कि let's talk about it, तो I said हाँ ये तो आसान है यार, बात करते हैं, पिक्चर देखना है और बात करना है, लिखना नहीं है कुछ. And I have this partner to talk about films about, so I don't have to think everything.
Also, keeping in mind that we were each other's last option because no one else, no one else would listen to us when we would want to do an idea or take it forward in this lockdown. But thankfully, I think we found each other, and Viru, this is a good time to plug your blog as well.
It's called flicksonic.com. That's my site. Now it's actually dead. I might just put this podcast ka link there. Abhi se. That is the only thing that I can put. Our show Cut 2 is where we talk about random films from random parts of the world. And much like a film where a hero एक scene में मुंबई में रहता है and cuts to Paris. Every show में we'll cut to a new place. अभी Russia, cut to Denmark, cut to China, ऐसे करके. So that's the whole idea, right, Vivek?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the number of people who are listening to this podcast should also kind of give us any kind of recommendations, whichever country, small cities that you would like us to travel via films. Please send us the recos, and we'll really be excited to kind of experience those films as well.
Absolutely. So, okay, so let's get down to the first episode with the first film, and we are going to start with the Oscar winner, Another Round from Denmark.
Yes, and in Danish, I think the movie's name is Droop. I think that's how it's pronounced, Droop.
Okay. Have you been to Denmark, Vivek? Because you travel so much.
No, I have never been to Denmark, but after watching the film, I think I want to. And for that one reason, I wish I had done schooling in Denmark. I had graduated in Denmark. Because the way these children, and I don't know if this is true, what they showed in the film, but you remember the scene where these kids kind of graduated, and they also speak about this one particular passion that they have, wherein they get pissed drunk with their friends, and they keep having rounds of alcohol until and unless people kind of fall down and give up. So,
I think
I don't know.
Drinking age is some 16 or something. So that's why I think, we would have loved to have a childhood there. Even in one of the scenes, he's drunk in the morning and his wife says, it's okay that you are drunk. Everyone drinks here. So, that's their probably national, passion or hobby to just drink.
But Viru, there was one thing that was going through my mind when I was watching the film, and I wanted to ask you this. You have never touched alcohol, right? And while you watched the film, I was thinking when I watch sport films or any other genre of films, you really feel that is so cool. I wish I could experience it. Did you ever get that feeling while watching the film that यार मुझे पी के देखना चाहिए? कैसा था experience?
Frankly, yes. So do you remember this scene when this guy's 40th birthday, and these four friends meet for the first time in the film, at least,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mads Mikkelsen is sitting there, and uska he's actually stuck in a rut in his life, right? And uska relationship is also not very good with his wife and with his kids and all of that, and he's feeling lonely. And when he's out with his friends, he's almost at the verge of tears. वो 40 साल में उसका पूरा बैंड बज गया है, एंड सब लोग ऐसा दारू पीना चालू करते हैं, राइट? एंड दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दीज ड्रिंक्स, एंड एक एक करके वो एक एक ड्रिंक लाता है, अलग अलग क्या बोलते हैं, पहले स्टार्टर में एक लाता
types
है,
of
हाँ, टाइप्स ऑफ
types of
ड्रिंक्स
alcohol.
लेके आता है. एंड आई वाज लाइक डैम इट यार, मेरे को मतलब आई वाज थिंकिंग कि मेरे को भी पीना चाहिए शायद. एंड व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस होल थिंग अबाउट दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑफ 0.05 लेवल अल्कोहल रखते हैं, तो
Yeah.
तभी मुझे ऐसा लगा कि यार पीना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट इट सीम्ड सेक्सी. बट उसके थ्रू द फिल्म आल्सो व्हेन दे वर डिपिक्टिंग कि कैसे द सेम लाइफ टर्न्स अ लिटिल मोर fun because of that
Yeah.
0.05 alcohol जो है, and it really doesn't affect their performance in any way. I was like, हाँ यार, ट्राई करके देखना चाहिए. ट्राई करने में क्या है? But of course the trajectory that they take is like बाद में तो बैंड बज जाती है. So by the end of it I was like, okay, maybe not.
For
What?
the uninitiated, what Viru was talking about right now was the premise of the film, which is based on this very simple idea that one of the four friends kind of shadows at a dinner table on his 40th birthday. He's a psychology professor, so he kind of just suggests that there is a certain gentleman who has a study that says that the blood alcohol level is always 0.05% lower than it is supposed to be, and hence drinking, during the day is completely okay. And that's the premise of the film. And these guys, I mean, these four friends kind of go together and explore that kind of an experiment. Biru, I mean, in your life, and I mean, we all have these group of friends in our school, college who do these crazy things, right? कभी ये होता तो क्या होता, kind of an experiment in our life. मुझे वैसी याद आ गई. तो in your life, like, did you have anything like crazy like this that you guys could have done with your friends?
Not really, Vivek. That's the whole thing. When I watched this, I was like, ऐसा कभी किया नहीं रे. And because I didn't even drink too much, so I didn't even have those mad party nights where I've forgotten everything or done something absolutely crazy, because I was always sane. I've seen people getting really pissed drunk, but I'm like completely sane all the time. So I miss out on most of the fun. So that is why I was like even more intrigued. I was like, ये करके देखना चाहिए यार. Once in a lifetime, why don't I just try it, man? And people keep telling me that. All my friends saying like, अरे तू सरदार है, तू कॉपीराइटर है, बट दारू नहीं पीता, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? Like there is something wrong there. Even my इन-लॉज अभी तक इतने साल हो गए शादी होके, उसमें भी पूछते हैं, अभी भी नहीं पीता तू? अरे ऐसे कैसे नहीं पीता है?
I don't think they
So
believe
नहीं,
you still,
ऐसा
huh,
नहीं हो.
Viru?
या हो सकता है. I mean, what about
I,
you? Did you have like crazy nights like this or crazy experiences?
not experiences, but हाँ, मतलब ऐसे conversations होते थे that we should try this, we should be this. और जो वीरू जो नॉर्मल हमारे टॉक्स होते हैं आफ्टर फोर फ्रेंड्स आर ड्रंक, दैट हम ऐसे करेंगे वैसे करेंगे, बट हम नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग उठ के सिर्फ हैंगओवर हाथ में होता था. तो उसके अलावा कुछ याद नहीं रहता था कि हमने क्या क्या सोचा था करने को. But that's, I think, one aspect that I really liked about this film. Like you're saying, it connected with you because you kind of related to that age, and B,
Right.
that experience that they wanted to go through, right? Almost like a
Right.
second life kind of coming, right, for these guys.
Absolutely. And I have not seen like a film where you see these four middle-aged men का friendship. It was so very novel for me, that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
It's almost like अगर दिल चाहता है टाइप का अगर वो उसका 20 years later या रॉक ऑन 20 years later बनाते,
yeah,
तो उसका ये
yeah,
वर्जन हो सकता था.
absolutely. Like our generation has known Dil Chahta Hai to be this, a late teen romance. Then you have Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and then you don't have any 40 plus, right? Because हमारे
Right.
heroes 40 plus वाले heroes are busy romancing the younger 20
Yeah.
year olds. So
Busy being 20.
yeah, it will be like that.
But
Yeah.
talking about that हिंदी version का बात कर रहे थे. So Leonardo DiCaprio has bought the English version of this ना. He's bought this and I don't know how will he be in this film यार. मेरे को लगता है in this day and age they should not make like a English version of such a popular film. What is the point?
So
Anyway, people are watching English subtitles के साथ and कभी-कभी English dubbing के साथ. What is the point of it?
so what? So Leonardo DiCaprio is going to be Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes, that is what is reported. He's bought the rights for
Okay.
it.
So that's the worst news. That's the worst news, even worse than remaking the film, because no one can do what Mads Mikkelsen did. No one should even try to do what he has done.
Absolutely. मेरे को I go back to that one scene वो जो टेबल पे 4 जन बैठे हैं. I mean the fact the way that he goes teary eyed. फिर उसके
Yeah,
बाद वो धीरे-धीरे दारू पीता है and then he opens up. I mean the
yeah,
whole scene is so beautiful. उसमें उसका जो range of emotions दिखाया है. स्टार्टिंग में वो चुपचाप बैठा है, फिर उसके बाद वो रोना मतलब ऑलमोस्ट रोने के कगार पे आता है. देन दे स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग एंड देन दे आल्सो लाइक पिच इन एंड उसको थोड़ा एनकरेज करते हैं एंड द नाइट एंड्स वेल. ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फन बट आई मीन दैट उसका अमेजिंग परफॉर्मेंस है. रियली रियली गुड. मैड्स मिकलसन को तूने और कहीं देखा था क्या पहले?
Um, I had seen him in that James Bond film, Casino Royale. He was that
अच्छा.
villain whose eye keeps bleeding at times.
राइट.
Um,
I didn't remember him from that, huh? But now that you tell me, I remember. हाँ, मुझे लग रहा है
yeah.
वैसे कुछ trick. Yeah. And
So
I
I think it's
remember him from Netflix पे वो जो लूसीफर का आता है. Netflix पे ही है ना लूसीफर का? कौन सा है? Hannibal.
Hannibal. हाँ.
Hannibal. हाँ. Hannibal में उसको देखा है. So that is how I remembered him. I didn't remember him from the Bond film. But he's
Yeah,
very,
because
very good.
he's very good. And apparently, this guy, the director,
हाँ.
Thomas Windberg, right?
Right.
That's the name of the director. So this
Right.
guy has worked with him in the past as well in his another film that he only directed, Thomas Windberg. And
अच्छा.
to me, when I watched Mads Mikkelsen in the movie, like you had recommended the ये movie देख, and when I saw Mads Mikkelsen's name, automatically I thought कि ये तो villain है, ये मतलब thriller होने वाली है या कुछ होने वाली है. But it was such a joy to see him play this character with such a range of emotion.
In fact, all the other actors, the entire cast is beautiful.
Yeah.
So when I was watching this film, na, so
Hmm.
I didn't know it was made by Winterberg or whatever. I didn't even recollect his name. But after watching this film, it kind of moved me, na. तो वो मेरे को ना सेम फीलिंग आई फेल्ट कि देयर इज दिस वन फिल्म दैट आई सॉ अर्लियर. एकदम ऐसे recollection हो रहा था कि सिमिलर फीलिंग आ रहा था मेरे को फिल्म देखकर. राइट. इट काइंड ऑफ मूव्स यू. इट हैज दीज रॉ इमोशंस एंड इट मेक्स यू थिंक आफ्टर द फिल्म. एंड मेरे को सिर्फ इतना याद था इट इज अबाउट दिस सेलिब्रेशन. कोई तो फादर का बर्थडे रहता है एंड वो अपने सारे फैमिली को बुलाता है और वहां पे कुछ तो मतलब फुल ड्रामा होता है. राइट. दैट इज ऑल आई रिमेम्बर. एंड देन आई काइंड ऑफ यही एग्जैक्टली मैंने गूगल किया कि फैमिली फादर और बर्थडे किड्स सम प्रॉब्लम ऐसे करके एंड देन आई गॉट दिस सेलिब्रेशन. द फिल्म्स नेम वाज द सेलिब्रेशन फेस्टिन. एंड
Okay.
ये फेस्टिन मैंने देखी है एंड आई हैव probably seen it like 20 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
And I go to that film का Wikipedia page and I see कि उसका director is the same director, Winterberg. And like, wow, man, 20 साल हो गए and he evokes the same bloody emotion in me. Amazing, man. Winterberg मतलब है तो सोचा wow यार, this guy is too good. And he's like the father of Dogma films, right? Dogma 95 वैसे so I mean वही style में he's kind of taken the same Dogma style and made that film. So it's amazing. I mean ये लोग का जो I think it doesn't have any special effects. कुछ नहीं होता है. It's like a human story in a normal location and it's all about that human connection and human emotion, and it kind of moves you, and that is what I like really loved about the entire thing. In fact, woi Winterberg now is like, iska bhi next film I'll have to wait for it.
Yeah, and I was watching his. This film also won the best foreign language film at this year's Oscars as well, right? And
Right.
I was seeing his speech, wherein he mentioned how 2 months into the filming of this film, uh, his daughter met with an accident and she passed away.
Oh,
And
acha.
yeah, and he kind of dedicated the award to her. And I mean, I was just wondering at that point of time, um, how would he have made a film that is dealing with death of a loved one and redemption,
Right, right.
and second life, etc., etc., and while dealing with it with the same kind of tragedy in his own life. I mean, that's like the next level catharsis that
I
we're
mean, that
talking
would
of.
have probably. I don't know if he's changed the film after. I mean, the script after his daughter died. But I mean, yeah, the parallels of how to deal with death and the last scene, all of that. है ना? उसमें that mixed emotion of having lost a friend and then also getting a chance to get back with his wife and all of that. I mean, it's so beautifully
Yeah,
done, that last scene.
yeah,
That Zack Snyder also lost his daughter while he was making, I think, Justice League, and he left the film and someone else made it. Thank God, isme, I mean, the director didn't leave it midway, and I don't know what would have happened. But because this is like,
absolutely.
I can't imagine any other director having made this. It's so beautiful.
You were speaking about the last scene, Naviru. I think, um, I mean, I mean, I remembered, of course, a lot of movies that had last scenes which kind of left us with a feeling of, joy and, almost that extreme level of satisfaction.
Hmm.
Um, but I think this last scene was so beautifully choreographed. I think the way A, of course, the way he's performed. B, the
Right.
way it is choreographed with that song, the sound of that song of "What a Life." It is. It was
Yeah.
stuck in my
Goosebumps, man.
head. Like I was listening.
And with
Yeah,
goosebumps,
I
I
was
was like,
listening to it.
एकदम ऐसे रोंगटे खड़े. Even now, when I'm thinking about it, it's like एकदम से रोंगटे खड़े होने वाला है. It's basic. I don't know. It's so simple, right? Imagine writing that scene. कुछ नहीं है उसमें. They are like at a pub, whatever they are celebrating the life of their friend, and suddenly they see
Friend.
this whole
Yeah.
procession of students, and they just join in. मतलब इमेजिन वो सीन
Yeah.
लिखा होगा कि बस वो जाते हैं, he dances, and so it's all about the execution. The director has like brought it to life so beautifully. In fact, वही तो मतलब on paper it would have been a recipe for disaster probably. कि डांस होगा,
Yeah.
म्यूजिक होगा, लेकिन फिर भी it's so beautiful that everyone kind of just talks about that scene in the end, and they are left with that whole emotion of that scene. Beautiful. It's
Yeah.
just amazing. Powerful.
I think the most provocative thing on the paper would have been in one on one page it's written their friend dies, and on the second page the first dialogue is uh, so what would he want to do, and they would go drinking and eating and then dancing.
Right.
Like your friend has just died and you are drinking and dancing. So I think that also was a little bit of a okay, like a lot of times me and my friends used to talk that यार मेरे funeral पे party होगी, मेरे funeral पे
Right.
कोई
Right.
रोएगा नहीं,
Right.
and seeing that also come to screen in a way was so beautiful. And also his friend before dying, he kind of he reminds him of his love for his wife
Yes.
and how he should still be the same. I think all of that came together so beautifully, where you're celebrating life and you're not, even after that you're celebrating someone's life as opposed to
Absolutely.
crying over it.
Yeah. And I don't remember, but starting, I think this is the same guy who actually says that Mads. can dance and he has been a great dancer and everything is,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he's
yeah,
the
yeah,
same guy. And पूरे film में बीच में
yeah,
भी there is a dance sequence जहाँ पे वो लोग they get pissed drunk and they are dancing एकदम वो when they take their uh, their experiment to the last level final level पे जो लेके जाते हैं
yeah.
वहाँ पे also they are dancing but this guy is not. Full film में just build up दिया है starting से बोलते हैं कि he's a great dancer and in the end he kind of dances, he makes his friends
Dance.
wish come true or whatever. In fact वो what a life मैंने उसके बाद वो देखने के बाद एटलीस्ट 10 से 15 बार सुना रहेगा रात को ही. मतलब आई फिनिश द फिल्म एट
हाँ.
अराउंड 12:30. उसके बाद मैं 1 घंटा सिर्फ वो गाना सुन रहा था लूप पे. So any final like what did you like and dislike about the film? Anything you disliked because like तो हम लोग ने इतना बात कर दिया.
I think what I dislike right now is that Leonardo DiCaprio is remaking this film. He should stop.
कोई ऐसा petition चालू कर सकते हैं online कि stop this from getting made. So let's do that. Let's start. Everyone who's listening to this podcast should come start like sign our petition.
Whoever is
Hashtag.
listening to the podcast should tweet to Leo. Don't don't ruin another round. Don't ruin another round. Just we'll come up with a better hashtag.
Hashtag,
But just
yes.
tweet to Leo. Just tweet to Leo. The
Check,
don't
check it in
ruin.
our
The,
description. We have put the final hashtag.
yeah.
Oh man, seriously. But yeah, I mean, इसमें मेरे को ऐसा कुछ ऐसा लगा नहीं. लेकिन nitpick करने भी जाओगे तो I mean ठीक है थोड़ा बहुत predictability कहीं पे आता है. But the thing is like the roller coaster ride that it takes you through,
Yeah.
the emotions that it takes you through, it छोटा मोटा चीज doesn't matter. Like उसका मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा था कि that whole his breakup and his वो थोड़ा abrupt लगा मेरे को. His wife just walking
Hmm.
away and all of that. थोड़ा abrupt लगा. इतना build up नहीं था उसको. But उस ठीक है यार. End में that also worked because she kind of messages him that yeah, I want to get back or something. तो वो भी काम कर गया.
Yeah.
It worked in the final scene. So I'm like okay ठीक है चलो दे दिया.
And another thing I really hope after this film people see, they should also tweet to the education ministry to make drinking legal for all graduates after
Absolutely.
they pass out.
At least वो दिन के लिए तो एक दिन के लिए तो होना चाहिए. एक दिन के लिए दे दो यार.
Yeah.
And they can celebrate probably at Marine Drive or whatever. ऐसे promenade में जाके मस्त में celebrate कर सकते हैं. उनके लिए permission होना चाहिए.
हाँ और हमारे पास तो डबल डेकर बसेस हैं ही बेस्ट की. उसमें तो पार्टियां चलती रहती हैं.
So this will be great only for Mumbai maybe. Okay, great. I think this was awesome, man. Vivek, I mean पहला एपिसोड था लेकिन I think it went pretty well. How did you feel about it?
I don't know. I think we have rambled a lot. I think
Yes.
The 2 or 3 people who have managed, our friends
Yes.
and family who have
Please
managed
tell
to hear this.
How did you
Tell us
feel
how-
about it?
Yeah, and they will give us what do you say, proper criticism for sure.
Yes.
Unfiltered opinions.
हाँ हम लोग मतलब we are trying, so please be a little kind.
We'll keep kind of giving you films that we're sure you will like, and it will give you something to think about. But you guys also tell us which films to watch. Please don't ask us to watch Radhe because we won't watch that.
Yeah,
That's another podcast.
Sure. So yeah,
this was
so
fun.
I mean we'll go across India as well, right? हम लोग अलग-अलग any language and any country. So वैसा scene रहेगा. See you guys in the
Alright.
next episode. And yeah, Vivek, we'll discuss which film to watch next. But yeah, so cut to कहाँ होता है? From Denmark, cut to where? Find out in the next episode. Bye.